The difference between North County and Central San Diego, it could cost you a ton of money, not to mention years of your life stuck in traffic, dealing with stress, and missing out on what really matters to you. And here's the kicker, they're two totally different worlds, but most people pick based on Instagram pics or maybe even YouTube videos and miss the hidden costs of each spot. And today I'll share my guide that over 200 plus families use to avoid this mistake, reveal insider data to find out what fits your life, and help you choose where to live in San Diego. So let's dive in. So let's clear up something right away. What exactly is North County, San Diego? I get this asked all the time. Even people who live here sometimes don't even know where it starts and where it ends. North County generally starts north of La Jolla and stretches all the way north to Oceanside and Fallbrook. It's a huge area with almost 900,000 people living there. That makes it the second biggest part of San Diego County by population. And along the coast, you've got the beach cities everyone dreams about: Oceanside, Carlsbad, Encinitas, Solana Beach, and Del Mar. You see these spots all over those California lifestyle magazines. Then further inland, there are towns like Escondido, Vista, San Marcos, Poway, and the super rich Rancho Santa Fe, where houses often cost over $3 million bucks. But compared to the median $1.4 million price tag in North County, which we'll break down later, even these expensive areas start to make sense. Now, Central San Diego is something a little bit different. This is the area around downtown with neighborhoods like North Park, Normal Heights, Golden Hill, Hillcrest, and Bay Park, just to name a few. It's a bit more crowded and urban than North County, with neighborhoods just a little bit closer together. North County is generally known for being the wealthier part of San Diego County, especially places like Encinitas, Carlsbad, Del Mar, and like I mentioned, Rancho Santa Fe. But Central San Diego has a super different vibe. It's got more energy, walkable streets, and lots of cultural variety that you don't get in the suburbs, which is probably the part I like most about Central San Diego. And the difference between these two areas aren't just about suburbs versus city life. It affects everything from your daily commute to how you spend your weekends. So now that you know what we're talking about, let's jump in how we get around. Because San Diego traffic might surprise you, and not always in a good way. But before I jump in, if you're serious about making a move to San Diego, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'll share the inside scoop on the best neighborhoods, new developments, and market moves you won't hear anywhere else. Lots of folks have used these videos to score some pretty great deals and stay ahead of the game, so stick around. You don't want to miss out on your next great investment. Okay, so San Diego is ranked the 13th worst in the US for traffic, which isn't great, but it's also not terrible either, but it does affect your daily life. Just try to head down to a Padres game on a Friday and you'll see for yourself. People here spend about 48 hours every year stuck in rush hour traffic. That's like a whole work week just sitting in your car. Now, real estate experts like myself, it's best to live within 20 to 30 minutes of your job without traffic. The catch, traffic can easily double your commute during rush hour times, and obviously depending on which way your commute is. So that 25-minute drive downtown can turn into a 50-minute headache twice a day. Now, if you also have to get to the airport regularly, this matters a lot if you travel for work. Living in Central San Diego means you're probably only about 10 to 20 minutes from San Diego International Airport, but if you live in North County, your ride could easily be between 30 and 50 minutes, depending on where you actually live. And if you fly out twice a month, that time adds up pretty quickly. And speaking of location, factors like the 15-degree temperature difference between coastal and inland areas, which I'll explain in a few minutes, can completely change which neighborhoods you'll want to consider. Now, public transportation is very different in these two areas. Central San Diego has lots of options. They got trolleys, they got buses, and the Amtrak Coastline. The new Blue Line trolley extension, for example, reaches places like Claremont and UCSD. North County, on the other hand, mostly depends on cars, at least outside the beach towns. Public transit is limited, so you'll need a car, and a good one, since you'll be driving pretty much every day. These transportation differences definitely shape your lifestyle, but personality matters too. It's really what can make or break your lifestyle here in San Diego. This is really where personality beats spreadsheets, and honestly, I see families mess this up all the time. They get so caught up in the numbers, they forget to think about how they want to live every single day. Let's start with the North County lifestyle. It's what most people imagine when they think about Southern California. Think big parks, clean beaches, and hiking trails that look like they're from a postcard. Beaches in Carlsbad, Encinitas, and Del Mar are way less crowded than the ones near downtown or Mission Bay. And spots like Poway Trail Loop or Annie's Canyon and Solana Beach are great for families with kids. North County has this chill, beachy vibe that just feels relaxed. Family-friendly parks are pretty much in every neighborhood, but here's the reality check. It's suburban, so you need a car for pretty much everything you do. Grocery runs, dinner out, errands, you're driving. North County draws families who want that suburban feel, higher incomes, a strong community vibe, and that classic California beach town atmosphere. It's where established families want space and that laid-back lifestyle, especially when you consider that $300,000 price difference we'll dive into shortly. Now, Central San Diego is a whole different world. You get a better nightlife, diverse food scene, and cultural events that keep things lively every single day. Places like North Park and Hillcrest each have their own style, and you can even walk or bike to most of the fun stuff. The walkability in Central San Diego is amazing. you can grab coffee, hit the gym, meet friends for dinner, and catch a show all without ever having to hop into a car. Plus, it's close to pro sports like the Padres and the San Diego FC and all the downtown buzz. Central San Diego is super perfect for young professionals and people who want a city life. There's a mix of housing too, from historic craftsman homes to modern condos, sometimes right on the same block, which you definitely don't really see in North County. So here's a simple question to help you decide. On your perfect Saturday, do you see yourself hiking to a quiet beach or walking to a farmer's market, then trying a new restaurant and catching live music at night? Your answer should tell you a lot. But here's something cool, your lifestyle choice also depends on the weather. San Diego's famous climate isn't the same everywhere. Let me tell you about the 15-degree difference that changes everything. Now, San Diego's famous weather isn't the same everywhere. Here's what you need to know because it could totally change your daily routine. San Diego has a bunch of microclimates most people don't think about or notice until they actually live here. The coastal areas get ocean breezes that can make it 10 to 15 degrees cooler than places inland. North County's beach towns like Encinitas and Carlsbad stay cooler pretty much all year round. That means you may wear a light jacket on an evening walk instead of shorts and a t-shirt. Those ocean breezes keep things comfortable and even when inland spots are heating up. Now, inland towns like Escondido and Poway in North County or parts of central San Diego farther from the coast are getting warmer, but here's where it gets interesting. The simple decision framework I'll share with you in a few minutes takes all these climate factors into account. In summer, you might see 75 degrees at the beach, but 90 degrees just 10 miles inland. So how does a 15-degree difference change things? If you live by the coast, you can take evening walks all year round. Your AC bills stay low. Outdoor dining feels nice most nights. Inland means you may have to plan activities around the heat, run the AC more, and maybe even spend some afternoons inside. Both coastal and inland areas get what's called May gray and June gloom, and I think the new one is called No Sky July. That's when a marine layer makes the mornings cloudy, mostly along the coast. So think about how morning sunshine is to your mood. And the good news, no matter where you live here in San Diego, we get over 260 days of sunshine a year, very little rain, and hardly ever needs a heavy coat or winter gear. Weather affects how comfortable you feel every day, but what gets built in your neighborhood affects property values and the vibe of your community. Now let me show you some future development trends. So here's the deal, what's being built right now is going to shape these neighborhoods for the next 10 years, and the difference between what's happening in North County and Central San Diego, it's pretty wild. North County is leading the way in brand new construction and master plan communities, and some of these ones are pretty impressive. One that excites me that I've talked about a few times on the channel is North City San Marcos. It's like a mini city within a suburb. Homes, parks, pools, and even a farmer's market are all built into one walkable neighborhood. You basically have everything you need right there, and you may not even have to jump in a car. Another big one is the trails at Carmel Mountain Ranch. It's not just a bunch of houses, it's a whole new community built with families in mind. These developments are all about suburban living with tons of space and family-friendly features. The way North County builds is all about modern living. That means newer homes, open layouts, and neighborhoods designed for how people live today. Walking trails, parks, and even little shopping areas are right next to where people live. Now let's talk about Central San Diego. You won't see as much new construction here, but what they are doing is still pretty cool. It's more about building up, not out. That means turning old buildings into modern condos, fixing up historic neighborhoods, and adding more high-rise apartments. That gives the city a lot more energy. There are also some big infrastructure upgrades happening, like new public transit projects that could totally change how people commute. This isn't just about housing, it's about reshaping the whole city experience. So what does this all mean for property values? I know this is a big question for everyone. In North County, these shiny new communities are drawing in families who want the fresh, new home feel, and that demand pushes up prices even in nearby older neighborhoods. In Central San Diego, they're building more places to live, but mostly in more walkable, popular areas. That could help keep prices steady while still making the quality of life better. Now, these development trends show you where things are headed. North County is all on the suburban family lifestyle with space and amenities. Central San Diego is going for that city vibe, walkable, dense, and convenient. And all of this brings us to one key point. The price difference we're about to look at might be the thing that changes everything for you. All right, here's the number that could totally change how you think about where to live in San Diego. And even if you think you're ready for California prices, this one still might hurt a bit. As of May 2025, the median price for a single family home in North County is $1.4 million. That's actually down 2.5% from last year, but North County is still the most expensive part of San Diego County. Now let's look at Central San Diego. The median home price here is about $1.1 million. So yeah, the market's moving, but here's the kicker. That's a $300,000 price difference between the two. That's not just pocket change, that's remodel the kitchen and still have a vacation budget. Let's break it down a bit more. In North County, single family homes are sitting right around $1.4 1.4 million, and condos or townhomes are closer to 730,000. In central San Diego, single-family homes are at 1.1 million, and condos and townhomes are hanging right around 650,000. But here's what that actually means for you if you're looking to buy. Both areas are averaging about 3 to 4 offers per home, but that number's actually been dipping lately. In North County, homes typically go pending in about 20 days, and in central San Diego, around 26 days. That faster pace in North County usually means stronger demand, but don't get me wrong, people are still eager for that space and that suburban vibe. Now, central San Diego's still pricey, don't get me wrong, but 1.1 might feel a little bit more doable for first-time home buyers or anyone looking to stay under that higher budget line. That $300,000 price gap can seriously change how much home and how much life you get for your money. So here's the trade-off. In North County, you're paying for space, newer builds, bigger yards, and that peaceful, beachy suburb kind of life. You've got master plan communities with trails, parks, and sometimes even a neighborhood pool. Think laid-back weekends, driveway, chalk art, kids on scooters, and maybe even a surfboard or two in the garage. In central San Diego, the price tag gets you location, you're close to jobs, restaurants, concerts, coffee shops, sports, you name it. It's way more walkable and you don't always need to hop in a car, which is one of my favorite parts about it. Plus, you'll find older homes with more character and charm, definitely not all cookie cutter, which you'll find a lot in North County. And here's a little plot twist. Central San Diego prices are on the rise while North County has cooled off a little bit. Maybe it's post-COVID energy. During the pandemic, everyone wanted more space and moved out of the suburbs, but now folks might be craving a little bit more city action again. So now, what do you do with all this information? So let's keep it simple. Go with North County if you want that classic suburban family life, you're cool with the $1.4 million price tag, and you care more about space than you do about walkability. You want newer homes, yards big enough to host birthday parties, and that ride bikes to the beach, then grill dinner on the patio lifestyle. Now, Central San Diego is for you if you want to be in the mix, walk to your favorite taco shop, catch live music on a Tuesday, and still make it to the airport in 15 minutes. And if your budget maxes out right around 1.1 million and you'd rather have city energy than a backyard, this might be your spot. Now let's talk about something that doesn't always show up in the home stats, how you feel in the neighborhood. I always tell families this: go explore, spend time in both areas, drive the commute, walk the streets, sit down for lunch, just get a feel for the vibe of the neighborhood. The numbers matter obviously, but how it feels matters more. And real quick, one last thing you should know, like many cities, San Diego is dealing with a homelessness problem. You'll notice it more in central San Diego than in North County. The city is working on solutions, but it's definitely not something that's going to get solved overnight. Just something to keep in mind as you weigh your options. So what matters more for you, space or walkability? A quieter backyard life or the buzz of the city outside your front door? So the bottom line, choosing between North County and central San Diego really comes down to lifestyle, family needs, and obviously what fits your budget. Both have great weather and strong opportunities, but in very different ways. This decision will shape your everyday life, your commute, and your future. So don't think about where you want to live now. Think about where you'll thrive 5 or 10 years from today. So you're ready to start your home search in San Diego? Whether you're drawn to North County or central San Diego, I'm here to help you find that right home that fits your lifestyle and, more importantly, your budget. Now let's schedule a consultation to talk about your goals. I know these neighborhoods inside and out, and I can help you make a smart move. Email me today at bern@off56.com to get started. But don't go just yet. Check on the next video I've linked right here. I'm breaking down why people are still moving to San Diego in 2025. And if you're wondering whether it's still worth it, this one's for you. See you in the next one. Bye.